Let me tell you something. The bill man ain't never late. So you better hope there's money in your account when the bill man comes to collect. What's up guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Pitol in Motion, a place for busy people and dream chasers looking to achieve their goals in a more efficient way. So this is my first non-intro YouTube video. If you haven't checked out my YouTube intro video, make sure you go do that. Go pause this video, go back, go check that out. It kind of just sets the scene for what I'm going to use this YouTube channel for, really just showing you how I want to progress in life and really just neatening up my daily routine so I can be able to achieve more. Hopefully you clicked on this because you trying to do the same thing, so I'm looking forward to us going on this journey together. But in today's video, guys, we are going to do something so very important. I'm going to be talking about how to get organized fast. There's often times in my life where I feel a bit like, what is going on? I know that I do a lot of things. I've got my hands in a lot of different pots, should I say, but one thing I could definitely say is before you want to do even more, before you want to take on more responsibility, start that business venture, take that promotion at work, whatever your goals are, listen, if what you're currently doing is on fire, you're just going to add anxiety to that promotion. You're just going to add high blood pressure to that business. And we don't want that. We don't want that. So that is what this video is going to be about, how to get our books, our affairs, our everything in order so that we can eventually do more stress-free. So the first step in getting organized and getting organized fast is to identify what you are doing and writing it down. So the point of this is really about identifying what have I currently committed to in my finances, in my business, to my friends, in my workplace. What are the things I have got going on in my life? What bills are coming out of my account? What events have I got coming up in the next 2 or 3 weeks, year, months, whatever it is? What am I doing? Like, what are my goals? By identifying them, you'll be able to have better visibility of what's going on, and then you'll be able to prioritize and do all these other good things. And I would definitely recommend mapping it out, writing it down. I'm going to do a quick live video of how I do this, but in summary, I kind of just section things off into what I like to call high-level tasks. Really high-level tasks like business, career, finances, charity, all those kind of things, and then start to list off activities that need to be done at certain points in time and being able to, you know, list them out. Kind of like a spider diagram, but I don't know. Spider diagrams, they be getting a bit messy, and I don't really like a messy life. So I just use Excel. Excel's what I use, but really anything that you can write down and follow will work for you. So yeah, let me show you how I do it. So like I said, guys, I like to use Excel when I'm organizing my tasks, just so this can not be too long. I've already done a little bit of formatting, which I'm just going to fill in now. So I get up an Excel sheet and I set up my headers, topic, key tasks, and then details. And then starting at a high level position, I just put my main topics, the main kind of things that are going in my life. Peerless Pitol being my business, career, fitness, YouTube, etc. After that, and just using Peerless Pitol as this example, I write down the key tasks that kind of follow in that section. So these are the main things I need to do: case studies, client meetings, Insta content, the main things I do within my business, and then also set a goal because that's super important as well. After that, I go into digging in a bit deeper, what exactly do I need to do in that section header? So in the case studies bit, I need to update my case studies on my website. For client meetings, I need to reschedule some meetings because, you know, COVID is slightly better now. So a lot of my events that were cancelled are now getting rebooked. And then a goal, which is really key, which for me is to secure new clients. I do this for the rest of my key topics and then voila, just like that. Also, really, really key for me, because I have OCD, I must get rid of the grid lines. By doing this exercise, it kind of just really helps you rationalize how much you actually have to do and how much you actually got going on. Like sometimes when I can't track the things that I've got to do, but then I remember, oh, I've got to do this, it just stresses me out. I'm just like, geez Louise. We don't want to do that. We want to be able to say, okay, I hear what we're saying. We've got these 10 activities. You know, it's a lot, but at least I know what's going on. Nothing's just going to creep up on me and I can pick to pluck them off one by one. The next step for how to get organized is to know your key dates. Now, what do I mean by this? Know your key dates. I mean, know what date that goal that you've set for yourself is meant to be completed. Know when your exams are meant to be done. Know when you're meant to pick up your little brother from school. Just know when things are meant to be done by and make sure it is time boxed. A lot of the times people get super anxious or just super unorganized because fine, you understand that this needs to be done, but by when? Nothing gets done because there's no target date. What ends up happening is you have these lists of activities that at least you know, okay, cool, I need to get done, but it never gets done. It just goes on forever and ever and ever. Things that should have been ticked off 6 months ago, if you had set a target, they're still there. And the list just keeps compiling. It gets stressful. We ain't doing that no more. We are time boxing everything and knowing our key dates. So the way I tend to track my key dates and really be able to note it down so I know exactly what is happening is by using, or shall I say, utilizing my calendar. These days, whether you have an iPhone or you have a Samsung, Google phone, whatever phone you have, you generally have a calendar in it. And guys, listen, I'm putting you on here. It is time to utilize it. Luckily, because a lot of these phones do have calendars and they generally tend to be quite good, it's super accessible. You can always have it on the go. You know what's going on as you're stepping out of your house, as you're coming back in. It's so good. One thing I will say, however, is Apple calendar, it's a toy. It's not really for those people that want to get into the detail, that really want to know what's going on in their life and be notified and all of these things. I'm sorry, deep down in my heart, I'm an Android babe. I'm an Android babe. I have an iPhone currently. Let's not talk about it. But one thing I would say about Apple Calendar is if you have it, just delete the app. If you can, just delete the app. Let me put you on right now. Download Google Calendars. Ever since I discovered Google Calendars, right, my life has been different. The amount of functionality you get out of that app to be able to track what you want to do and all of these things, your life will change. Google Calendar is the way forward. Apple Calendar, hey, I mean, I just wouldn't do it. So I'm going to show you how I organize my life in my calendar. There's lots of functionality in there. Let me put you on right now. So guys, I'm just going to quickly show you my Google calendars and then compare it with the Apple calendar. This is my calendar at the moment and I've been using it, like I've said, for years now. Really helps me understand what events I've got coming up, birthdays, daily tasks, etc. And it's really helped me to keep organized. One thing in particular I really love about it is that I can put in like annual leave in a particular color and it will just show. I can put in birthdays in a different color and I can can just really just have visibility, what's going on in my life, color coordinated and really, really clear. All right, to get started then, I just add a new event. And yeah, next time you have something to do, in this example, I've put a dentist appointment. You can choose your time quite easily. And also an end time. For now, I'm just putting an hour, probably only take me an hour in the doctor's appointment. I also tend to like put it a bit earlier than it's actually happening as a reminder. But yes, you can also add in a location, so you don't forget where you're going to go. You can add in people as well that need to join with you. Set any kind of notifications, however early, so you get a reminder. And then my favorite part, color coordinated. If it's a task, you can put any type of color to associate with it. For now, I'm putting blue because it's an appointment for me. Another really, really helpful feature is, say it's in a different country or different time zone, you can adjust the time zone. And also if it's a repeat event, say I need to go every week or whatever, I can also adjust that. So yeah, that's now in my calendar now. And going forward, you can also say that I've got repeated events, like say on Mondays I have fellowship every single Monday, so I can also show that, and it's always blocked out in my diary. Another thing I really, really like about it is that it's got stacked kind of events, and you can also add goals, reminders and tasks. Also different types of calendars. If you've got different calendars and you want to keep them separate, you can also do that. Now, moving over to iPhone, I'm going to show you the difference. And I've really just got it hidden because I just want it hidden. From the initial interface, you cannot see anything. It just shows as dots. You don't know what you've got going on a day. You don't know if that's a birthday. You don't know if it's a particular event. You just don't know. And that's why I'm just like, this shows me nothing. It helps with nothing. You can click into it and get a little bit more information, but once again, not really helpful. Most of the features in terms of like repeating stuff are the same, but in terms of color coordinating and having that visibility and that visual aspect to it, it doesn't really give you that option. So it's a no from me. The only other good thing I think I can say about it is that you can quickly click out and get a view of several months or years, and that is quite useful. But apart from that, it's a no. A really good calendar in general is just a really good way of tracking what you've got to get done in life, by when, and always being on top of it so nothing is missed. The next step on how you're going to get yourself organized is to jot it down. And I'm talking about everything. Any little reminder, any little event, everything. Kind of links back to the last point on, using your calendar and knowing your dates. But this is just for tasks in general. If someone hollers at you like, hey, on your way back from work, can you get me sausage, eggs, and a little bit of bacon from the market? Do you know what you're going to write down in your notes? Sausage, eggs, and a little bit of bacon from the market. Even write down from the market. Make it specific so there is a record of it. A lot of us just feel like we just have the memory of opposite of a goldfish, but the truth of the matter is we only retain so much. So why not make life easier for yourself by writing it down? What you don't want to be or get into the habit of is disappointing people, because yes, you might remember eggs and bacon, but did you remember the sausage? No. Now Margaret's disappointed in you. We don't want that. When you write things down, you generally tend to commit to it as well. So that's really good. You have a reference point to go back to understand the expectations of what I'm supposed to deliver. And that's 3 items from the market instead of 2 items from Asda. So the next step on how to get organized and organized fast is to prioritize and be decisive. If you want to do more with your life and do more quickly and, really utilize your time more, you haven't got time for maybes. You haven't got time for, I'll get back to you. You ain't got time for Guys, today, commit to yourself and make this pledge. It's a yes. It's a no. Dazzy. And I'm really just saying this for the people that I know are watching this video that love to procrastinate. I'm talking to you. No more of that. We're not doing that anymore. And I'm going to give you a classic example that I'm sure a lot of people can relate to. Let's say you have a friend, her name's Paulina. Paulina has invited you to her birthday party on the 12th of April. You know what's going on the 12th of April in your life. Why? Because we now have visibility in our calendar. Got to love the calendar. So you flick to 12th of April in your calendar and you can see, okay, I have my dad's 50th birthday party from 7 to 9 in the evening, and I also have work during the day. Cool. Now you go back and you say, Paulina, do you know what, love? I don't think I'm going to be able to make it because I don't have capacity in my diary. It's going to be a no on this occasion. However, if things should change, and I'll know if things change because I have visibility in my calendar, I'll let you know. Pere, no maybes. No, I'm not sure. You are very sure. You know what's going on. Listen, RSVP on time. If you know you ain't gonna be able to make it, and you knew you ain't making it to Paulina's birthday party, and by that, you're not even that close to Paulina, so you know, gonna go to my dad's thing. Do you know what I mean? If you know you can't make something, just RSVP and say, I can't make it. Most times you'll forget to get back to them, it'll pop up last minute, and it'll just give you anxiety. The days of that are now over. Another really, really important thing that links up with being decisive is also being able to prioritize. How do you prioritize in your life? It really starts by stripping back every activity that you have going on and asking yourself, is it urgent? Is it important? I actually use a prioritization method at work quite a bit, and I think it can really be applied to your life and be really, really helpful. It's called Moscow prioritization, and it stands for must-haves, should-haves, could-haves, and won't-haves. And the idea behind it is all the tasks and activities that you have going on in your life that you need to get done. You ask yourself, A, is this a must-have? If I do not do this, will it have a reckless impact on my life or a big impact on my life and it must be done? Is it a should-have? Something that, you know, ideally it would be an added benefit if it's done, but if it's not done, you know, I can't come and kill myself, eh? Is it a could-have, which is it would be nice to have. It's an added benefit, but really, if it didn't happen, c'est la vie. And a won't have is, do you know what? I ain't even got time for this. I don't even know why I wrote this thing down. It ain't gonna happen. Cut it out. Being able to identify these things are really, 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 really good tool to have in your life, because most people think that everything in their life is important and must be done now. Oma, it's not true. Not everything in your life is important, and not everything in your life must be done now. Some things in your life you cannot control, like, for example, when you need to pay a bill. Let me tell you something. The bill man ain't never late, so you better hope there's money in your account when the bill man comes to collect. So it's stuff like that. Paying your insurance, in my opinion, that would be a must-have, because if I miss that payment, I now hold the risk of my insurance company cancelling my policy, and now I'm vulnerable. I ain't trying to be vulnerable. That's important. That would go quite high on my priority list. But something like maybe, going for dinner with my mum. We go for dinner all the time because she's just a wonderful person. But yeah, going for dinner with my mum, given that I've already gone for dinner the last 3 nights in a row with her, Do I need to go for dinner with my mama again? I could, it's a could, but on this occasion, because I need to scramble up some money to pay my insurance bill, mama, it's a won't have on this occasion. It's super important that you can identify those things that haven't got a lot of flexibility to move around. Those are must-haves. Things that can be easily rescheduled, like me going for dinner with my mum. Also understanding that she's a highly understanding person and she understands the priorities I have in my life. I can always put that to the side for now, come back to it when I've got a little bit more time. But at least when I'm talking about organizing myself, I know what is most important, what needs to be done now, what can be done later. So the last thing that's going to help you get organized super fast is to get ahead of the clock. Getting ahead of the clock means that you know what's going to go on. I already know what's going on because I wrote everything down. I know when it's going to go on by what time. I know because it's in my calendar and everything's time boxed and all of that. But also I have put realistic time expectations around these tasks that I need to do. A lot of the time people feel like they're constantly chasing the clock, constantly not having enough time. I've actually said I want to do A, B, C and D today, but I've only managed to do A and B today. Why is that? Most of the time I find it's because people underestimate how long it's going to take them to do tasks. I'll give you a simple example. Let's say you want to go to the gym for 7 o'clock. So you wake up at 6:45 hoping that you're going to get to gym by 7. Couple issues there. It's a 15-minute journey to the gym. So unless you're going to just alakazam your way from your pajamas to your sports gear into the gym itself, you're ready 5 to 10 minutes late because you've got to wash your face. By God's grace, you're brushing your teeth at the very minimum. You've got to change before you then go and look for your keys and whatever and hop out of the door. The key here is that time is not instant. You've got to allow time to travel and also adding in a little bit of contingency for things to go wrong. Now, we don't hope that things go wrong in life, but we're realistic. We're smarter with our time. We're smarter with our decisions. And knowing that we cannot control everything in life, we add contingency into our plans. So there you have it, guys. Those are my main steps on how to get organized fast. I've actually got annual leave coming up and I plan to get my life back in order following these steps. Let me know what you think. Do any of these steps work for you? Do try them out and let me know how it goes. If you like this video, remember to give me a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you can be notified when I bring out new videos just like this. And speak to you next time.